And good evening, everybody. Welcome into Grafton High School inside of the Scotty Hamilton Gymnasium. We've got a Big Ten basketball matchup on our hands between the Bridgeport Indians and the Grafton Bearcats here on the Grafton Sports Network. I'm Parker Biller, joined as always by Noah Flea Foley. Cage Andrews, our statistician, will join us here in just a moment. So, Flea, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
It's good. We got the chili cook-off going on here at the Grafton High School inside the Mary Battle Studio. So it's the band's here tonight. You know, should be a good atmosphere, hopefully, but definitely a tough opponent coming here to Grafton High School with the Bridgeport Indians, and it's definitely going to be a challenge for this Bearcats squad. They haven't won a game at all this year, going 0-10 so far, with a loss a few days ago against Frankfurt. And meanwhile, the Bridgeport Indians on an 8-game win streak. They're ranked first in the Big Ten. Flea, what do you think it's going to take for this Bearcats squad to pull off an upset?
I mean, I think it's just going to take determination and teamwork for sure. They're going to have that willpower in their mind that they want to win this game, because you can win a game, like, no matter who you're playing. Just take, for instance, when we played Philippine soccer. They came in here, we were expected to beat them, like 6-0, lost 1-0. So anything can happen, and this Bearcats team, if they get hot, they can do anything, man.
Yeah, and, you know, they've seen a lot of growth off the bench tonight with Tucker Stemple and Dylan Andrews, but both of those guys are sick, and they're out tonight, so they will not be here. I think that's definitely a big loss for the Bearcats, because they've been playing really well with those two guys on the floor, and I think that's definitely going to hurt them.
Yes, it will.
Also struggled with turnovers and shooting the ball. So, really, I don't know what to expect. I really don't know what to expect.
I don't either, man. This could either be a bloodbath, or we could really be surprised by this Grafton team in their fight tonight.
Well, I hope so, Flea. And, you know, looking in the warm-ups right now, the huddle camera's not on yet, but the size of these guys is just the Bridgeport guys is just amazing. I'm going to read you this off. Landon Sanders, the guard, 6 foot. Phoenix Sickles, 6'5", the forward. Jack Spatafor, 6'2". Carter Zulian is 6'6", and Anderson McDougal, the smallest guy, 5'11". And, you know, just the size on these guys is absolutely insane. And Grafton just doesn't have those capabilities to be able to go up against guys like that inside the paint.
And especially losing Tucker Stemple tonight to illness. He is Grafton's tallest player, standing almost 6'5", and he's a really good shot blocker, and that's going to be a really tough loss for him.
Yeah, and you got to think that most of Grafton's points tonight are going to come from the perimeter, not from the inside. I think that's got to be the game plan for Mike Johnson tonight.
Yeah,
if they have a chance that they want to win.
Exactly. Bridgeport's coach did talk to us about he is a little bit nervous about Grafton tonight, because not winning a game can be deceiving in basketball. I mean, like Bryce Kelly always says, basketball is a game of hot and cold. You can get hot one night and cold another night. So if this Grafton team can shoot well, and that's what Bridgeport's coach did tell us about. He's scared of Grafton's perimeter shooting. So if they shoot the ball well, it could be a long night for Bridgeport.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Bridgeport coming off a win last week against Lincoln, 73-41. Absolutely blew them out. I'm going to pull up here Bridgeport's. Oh, you have Bridgeport's schedule. I don't know. I mean, that is absolutely insane.
Yeah, I mean, they have dropped over 60 points and sorry for my math. And over in 6 games, they've dropped 80 in 2 games, beating East Fairmont 81-32. And East Fairmont is a team that beat Grafton. They also beat Lewis County by a big margin, 72-32. And Lewis County did beat Grafton by over 25 points. So this could really be a tassel tonight for Grafton if they don't play their cards right.
So the odds are definitely not in the Bearcats' favor, but, you know, maybe a spark will light. Maybe we'll pull off the upset.
A little March Madness upsets.
You never know.
In early February, man.
Yeah, and another guy I'm worried about tonight is Carter Zuliani. He's 6'6", WVU football commit. He played football for the Bridgeport Indians. I think he played defensive end and tight end. So if you have a D1 football athlete starting on your basketball high school team, then
he must be pretty solid.
You're going to have some problems if you're on the other end, I can say that.
Yes.
So the Bridgeport Indians ranked first in the Big Ten. The Grafton Bearcats have not won a game. We're going to see what happens tonight, Flea. We appreciate you guys sticking around, and the tip-off coming up next with head coaches and starting lineups. Stay with us. And welcome back in the head coaches for tonight's lineup. Grafton, coached by Mike Johnson, a graduate of Fairmont State University. He's been the coach of this program for 10 years. And for the Indians, coached by Dave Marshall, a graduate of Fairmont State as well. He's been coaching this team for 26 years and won a state championship back in 2013. So, the 0-10 Grafton Bearcats are about to face off against the 11-1 Bridgeport Indians at home. We'll see how this plays out. Here's the tip. And the Indians are on it first. And we talked in the pregame a lot about the size of some of the players on this Indians team. And there's only one guy that's under 6 foot on this starting lineup play.
Yeah, and it's their point guard. And Bridgeport's coach did talk to us about Anderson McDougal, and he's very composed with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, that's right. And the shot put up there by Sanders, and off to a good start there for Sanders as he sinks the three. And you got to think the Indians are going to be firing on all cylinders tonight on a 8-game win streak, 9-game win streak actually.
That's really hard to do in high school basketball too.
They've dominated play in every team that they've played this year.
Dropped 80 points in 2 games and beat a team by 50.
Tough to beat. So, good movement here from the Bearcats. America's got it.
Bridgeport's coach did tell us he is a little nervous about Grafton's perimeter shooting. They are playing the perimeter really well right now.
And that's something they're going to have to do because working that ball inside is not going to be much of an option. Bullet pass to Markley underneath. Tries the reverse lay-in. No good there. And inside, here's Sickles. Takes it in, banks it in. And Phoenix Sickles gets his first bucket of the night. There's not much you can do there.
Not at all, man. Going downhill, you either put your body on the line or draw a foul.
Phoenix Sickles, 6'5", senior. And a turnover there for the Bearcats. I mean, you can just feel it in here, man. It's just the energy is not here at all.
Yeah, the bench even looks dead, man. You don't hear anything at all.
Yeah.
Gonna be a.
I mean, I thought we'd have a little energy in the beginning of the game, but just nothing so far.
Gonna be a tough game for Grafton tonight.
Yeah. But can't give up hope this early. Shot put up there by Spatafor, no good. Tough rebound there by Zuliani, the WVU football commit. Drives inside, kicks in the corner. Spatafor, tough take inside. And fouled. Jack Spatafor, the 6'2" senior, will head to the line. And I believe they're 100% from the field, aren't they, Cage?
Yes, they are.
No, I'm pretty sure they missed
Oh, they did miss
top
the
of the
three
key,
earlier,
yeah.
Pretty close, though.
Shooting 75% still really good in this early stages of the game.
So the Indians jump out to an 8-0 lead over the Bearcats. Markley. Dotson has it. And a tough pass there to Moats. He's going to try a floater, and Jacob Moats will be fouled. He's going to head to the line and shoot two.
Good little drive in there by Jacob Moats to just use his speed and get past McDougal. Really smart play from Jacob Moats.
And Coach Marshall also talked about how blessed he's been to have so many seniors in this starting lineup. I mean, you look at Grafton, we've only got 2 seniors with varsity experience coming in this year, so it's really been 2 different sides of the story for each of these teams.
Yes, it has, and senior experience is a really big key part to success in high school sports.
So up top, here are the Indians. McDougal in the corner. Sickles tries to feed it inside. Tough shot there from Carter Zuliani. And he gets his first bucket of the night.
And nothing Jacob Moats could even do there. Having a almost 6'7" player going up down you in the paint when you're only 5'10", that's really hard to defend.
Yeah. Not much to do at all. The Indians up by 8. Corner, Moats, 3, no good. And America tries to get back on it. but it'll be the Indians basketball.
That wasn't a bad look at all from Jacob Moats either. He was wide open, so why not try and fire one and get a bucket?
And he's progressed nicely over this year, Flea, and only a sophomore now. He's progressed really well.
Yes, he has. Big things to come for the sophomore class.
Inside. Shot put up there by Zuliani, no good. And it's going to be Bridgeport's, most of their shots tonight, you got to think, are going to be inside.
Yeah, Grafton missing Tucker Stemple, and that's really going to be a big loss.
Yeah.
For Grafton tonight, going up against a 6'5" player and a 6'6" player.
And flawless shot there from Carter Zuliani. He's going to have a chance to make it a three-point play. They're just so poised inside and just really just physical going to the basket. Carter Zuliani, the WVU football commit. He is he's made an impact on the field and on the court.
The real deal, man.
Yeah.
Two-way athlete, and you have a D1 scholarship in one of them. That's real impressive.
Unbelievable. And he played defensive end and tight end, I believe, which is two very different positions.
And he is a pretty big guy, so he must be a force on the football field to go up against.
Heck of an athlete. So the Indians up by 10. Do the Bearcats have an answer? Stemple.
We've seen this Grafton team be able to come back with big deficits, like including Preston. They were down 16 and came back and had a lead in the third quarter, so anything can happen there.
And Stemple had a good find there to Moats, but just Bridgeport's size just knocked the ball away and couldn't do much with it. The shot put up there by Landon Sanders, and he gets that one to go. The three ball good. He's got 6 on the night. Here's America. Drives inside. Shot no good.
Looks like Grafton's just fighting for their lives right now, man. Trying to just buy a bucket at this point.
They're playing better than I thought they would be, honestly.
Yeah, they are. You got to give them credit for still trying right now. A lot better energy than they had Saturday.
Yeah, staying composed. And the ball can be thrown out of bounds. And just a reminder, the chili cook-off is going on tonight inside the Mary Battle Studios. I think they're announcing the winner at halftime, but that's a good little fundraiser that YLA does. You can go. If you plan on attending tonight's game, make sure you go check it out. There's still some time left on that. So here are the Bearcats. What can they do? Ramazan, Mayer, and Taylor in the game now. There's Caden Taylor.
And talking about Bridgeport, they're ranked 6th in the whole state out of classes in first and AAA, so this was going to be a big challenge for Grafton no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, just dominating opponents this year, and they've really just done a spectacular job. They're coached really well. Dave Marshall won state championship there, I believe in 2016, so just a great job that this program has done with football and with basketball as well. And the shot by Sickles is good.
Just a good follow-up on a missed three.
Moats feeds it inside to America, and the ball taken away. Here comes Sanders in the front court. Inside. Spatafor shot no good, rebounded by Mayer.
Grafton's honestly not defending it that bad.
No, not at all.
Right now.
Not at all, and they have to keep that up.
Making Bridgeport work for their shots.
It's just almost impossible to get anything going inside when you have guys that are that tall and that physical.
And you're missing your tallest player. It's going to be a challenge to get a bucket inside the post.
And I'm actually excited about the future of this Grafton program because they have a lot of younger guys that are coming up that are really good and they played really well. That sophomore class we always talk about, just some great guys coming up. And that freshman class, they've only lost I think one or two games so far. The freshman team for the Bearcats. So hopefully the future looks promising. America tries to kick it inside and kicks it back out to Mayer.
Good defense here from Bridgeport, just sitting in a little bit of a man-to-man defense.
And it's been working. America fouled. The foul called on Gavin Williams, the sophomore.
Grafton has yet to hit a field goal tonight. Both their buckets coming from the free throw line.
Yeah, great perimeter defense from the Indians. I mean, just not letting anything inside at all. And, well, speak of the devil, Moats feeds it inside to Taylor. Taylor back to Mayer. And Jonathan Mayer gets on the board for 2. That was a great find there.
That was from both players, Jacob Moats and Caden Taylor. Really, really unselfish basketball.
Just trying to get anything going.
Grafton sitting in a little bit of a 2-3 zone, it looks like here.
And shot up Sanders. No good. Rebounded by America. Can he get a shot off? Moats. Oh, almost. Just off the iron. And at the end of the first quarter, the Bridgeport Indians 17, the Grafton Bearcats 4. We'll be right back for the second quarter of play. Stay with us. And if you like what you see here tonight, make sure to go check out our own YouTube page at the Grafton Sports Network, where we post weekly podcasts breaking down Grafton and WVU sports. We just released one yesterday, I believe, on the Grafton swim team and talked about a lot of good things. So always good things to come on the Huddle. Grafton sports, there's a lot going on. And not a whole lot going on here for the Bearcats tonight, though. Down 17-4. Over the Bridgeport Indians, and it's really just been all Bridgeport tonight with their size and their big guys inside. Landon Sanders 6 points tonight, and Carter Zuliani's got 4.
Yeah, the big man for Bridgeport is really hard to stop down there.
And coming out of the break, Jacob Moats throws the ball away. And just the energy is dead inside the Scotty Hamilton gym.
Yeah, everyone looks deflated, man. It's really quiet in here for a Tuesday night basketball game in Grafton.
Yeah, this was just kind of Grafton's mindset. I mean, even during school and stuff, them kids just didn't have any hope in their teams.
Yeah, and you hate to see it, but it's really discouraging when you have such a good team like Bridgeport coming in, and when you haven't won a game, this can really get you down.
This would be the one to win, though.
You're exactly right. Ramazan. Dylan America needs to get going here. Taylor inside. Pump fake. Shot up and good. Caden Taylor gets his first bucket of the night.
Grafton is moving the ball really well tonight, but that also means Bridgeport's defense is really punishing them on the perimeter.
Williams. And Sanders throws the ball away. Excuse me, that's McDougal. Throws it away to Moats. Can the Bearcats capitalize? Ramazan inside. And he'll be fouled on the floor. The shot is no good.
I honestly see a little bit of fire out of Grafton right now for some reason. I mean, they look kind of motivated and have a little bit of momentum coming here.
You know, there's still a chance in this game. 6 points. And you would think Bridgeport, I thought they'd be blowing them out right now, Flea, but they've stayed calm and composed.
Very, very well coached Grafton team.
Yeah, Coach Marshall was talking about how much he respects Coach Mike Johnson of the Bearcats in the pregame. And
I mean, these guys have faced each other for, 12 years, so you're going to gain that respect once in a while.
Yeah, Coach Marshall been leading this team for 26 years. Great guy and a great coach. Phoenix Sickles and Jack Spatafor, the starters, will check back in for the Indians with 6:15 left to go in the second quarter. And here comes Anderson McDougal. The 5'11" sophomore is going to take it inside. And good feed there to Phoenix Sickles. And he gets another bucket.
Yeah, Coach Marshall talked to us that he loves the way Anderson McDougal runs his offense, and he's only a sophomore, so big things to come for Anderson McDougal.
Ramazan struggling in the corner. Works it inside. Good move from Ramazan. And they will call a foul. Grayson Ramazan will head to the line. The 5'10" junior.
Yeah, really good move for Grayson Ramazan to get out of a trap out of the corner there. Really good play.
And a great baseball player as well. Gets that one to go.
I'd say baseball is his main sport.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And hopefully we'll be calling some baseball games. So
Yeah.
definitely a few of them, not all of them. So Ramazan gets that one to go. And Landon Sanders will check in for the Indians.
If Grafton can keep it within 13 for the whole night, they can have a chance in this game to win.
If they go on a run, they get hot. It could be possible. And there's a turnover right there for the Indians.
What a shift Caden Taylor is giving Grafton right now off the bench. He's doing his role perfectly. And another one of those sophomores for Grafton.
And the Bearcats haven't turned the ball over a whole lot tonight either, which is something they've struggled with tremendously. And Nestor inside, he's going to be fouled. And Owen Nestor will head to the free throw line.
Grafton penetrating the defense really well right now. They're drawing these fouls, and that's where they're getting most of their points from. Half of their points are from the free throw line.
And Owen Nestor, the 6'1" junior, is at the line, and he gets that one to go. And he misses the second. Here comes Bridgeport.
If I'm Coach Johnson, I'm actually really pleased with my team right now. Only holding this Bridgeport Indians team to 19 points in the first 13 minutes of the game. That's really impressive.
I agree with you on that one, Flea. They haven't looked bad at all.
This doesn't look like a team that has 0 wins this season, man.
No, definitely not. And an air ball there from Jack Spatafor. Saved. But here come the Bearcats. Mayer tries a three. Got it. Jonathan Mayer for 3. 5 points for him tonight. And maybe a little momentum shift here for the Bearcats as Bridgeport has to call a timeout, up 19-12 over the Grafton Bearcats. We'll be right back. And just a reminder that the Grafton Sports Network is now selling merch. T-shirts cost $25 and sweatshirts are $35. Go check out our Instagram page for more information. We'll be handing out flyers at school as well. And if you have any questions or would like to buy some merch, text 304-669-5303. Once again, that's 304-669-5303. Funds we raise go to support broadcasts like these. So a little momentum shift for the Bearcats. The Indians forced to call a timeout. And we'll see if this carries over and if the Bearcats can make an impact on this game.
And we were talking about it. What does Grafton really have to lose now, man? Just go out there and give it your all. And we're seeing that in this first half, man. They're playing really well right now.
You're exactly right, Flea. And we'll see if Bridgeport speeds up tempo a little bit. It looks like they are. And struggle to hang on to the basketball. Sanders shot up and good. Tough rebound there, but poked away by Taylor. Out of bounds. And it'll remain with the Indians.
Got a little bit louder in here, man, after that little run from Grafton.
Sanders. He's going to try a three, and shot is no good. But there's that height advantage inside. They get the rebound. Physical play between Taylor and Zuliani, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow stays with the Indians.
Even if you don't win the possession back from a jump ball, that play can get your team hyped, and we just saw that from Grafton right there.
Grafton's done a good job defending the perimeter tonight. Inside. Sickles. Moving around, and they're going to call a foul on the play.
I tell you what, these bench players for Grafton right now, Jonathan Mayer and Caden Taylor, they're playing really well right now, man. Jonathan Mayer with 5 points, and Caden Taylor on the defensive side of the ball is playing his butt off right now, man.
And a good deflection there from Jonathan Mayer. Defense is his specialty. And just look at the height advantage down there below Jonathan Mayer and Carter Zuliani.
You got a football commit, and then you got a 5'10" basketball player.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
And another foul. That's 3 fouls in a row called on the Bearcats. Taylor will foul Phoenix Sickles, the 6'5" senior. He's got 6 on the night. He's definitely made an impact in this game.
I mean, having 2 players over 6'5", man, that's really insane.
And the shot no good from Sickles. I don't know, Flea. I feel good about this so far.
I do too, man. I do too.
I had my doubts coming into this game, but we've looked solid.
Yes, we have, man.
Halftime is such a hard thing. I feel like, or it has been a hard thing for this Bearcat squad this year. They have struggled coming out of the half every game, and I'm not sure why.
But then you got some games like Preston County and Elkins, and they can make these late half runs, and this Grafton team's hit or miss out of halftime.
Ramazan, corner three, got it! Grayson Ramazan for 3. He's got 5 on the night, and he cuts the lead to just 5.
Grafton's in this game, man. You can see the bench getting excited, and everyone in this gym is.
The attitude has changed, and there's the shot. I believe that was Jack Spatafor. And Ramazan has it. And America struggles to hang on to the basketball. And it will stay with the Bearcats. Lucky break there to get the basketball back.
You see Dylan America running the point guard for Grafton. That's nothing you really see that much.
No, but it's been working
It's
a little
been
bit
working.
so far. Bearcats only down by 7. Nestor underneath. Feeds to Taylor. Caden Taylor's jump shot is good. Off the bench. And I believe that's his 4th point tonight coming off the bench.
Yeah, he's playing really well on both sides of the ball tonight for Grafton, making his presence known down there.
And a foul is called on the Bearcats on Grayson Ramazan. And Mason Markley will check in to the game for the Bearcats. 5-point game. 2:18 left to go in the second quarter. Feeds inside. Physical. And a late foul is called on the Bearcats.
Yeah,
Very late foul.
He called that really late, man. I mean, Caden Taylor almost had the rebound when that ref blew his whistle, so there might have been something off the ball.
That is Taylor's 2nd foul. And Spatafor gets the first one to go. He's got 6 on the night.
I'm really impressed by this Grafton team right now, man.
They're showing some fight.
They are.
That's what we needed to see all year, and they're finally. Maybe it's clicking, Flea. I don't know.
Maybe it is. This team, like we always say, could get hot at the right time, and if they do get hot in these last stretches, who knows what could happen.
2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Markley. And a turnover there for the Bearcats in transition. Sanders, tough take, got it. Landon Sanders, 8 points for him tonight.
And a reason Grafton is in this game is because they haven't been turning the ball over, so.
Mayer. Ramazan to America. And here's Caden Taylor. Fast ball movement here from the Bearcats. Can't get anything to work inside. But props to the Bearcats for the good ball movement, not turning the ball over.
Yeah, really good ball movement.
And America, shot is no good. Had to put something up eventually, but it won't fall. Sanders. And a good feed inside to Sickles. Spin move, no good. And he gets his rebound back. Sanders then sinks the 3 ball. And 11 points there for Landon Sanders tonight.
Bridgeport on a 5-0 run right now, man. That's, if you're Coach Marshall, you're really happy with that going into halftime.
Yeah. And physical play. And the foul called on the Indians.
I'll tell you what, Grayson Ramazan is one of those players that is not afraid to put his body out there, man.
He's aggressive, man, physical player. And Carter Zuliani will check in for the Indians before the end of the half. And a timeout on the floor. The Bridgeport Indians 28, the Grafton Bearcats 17. We'll be right back, wrapping up the first half of play. All right, welcome back in. The first half of play, just 34 seconds away until we wrap it up. And Landon Sanders has 11 points on tonight for the Indians. He's been leading the way. And the Bearcats, they found some momentum here, but I think they might have lost it now. And before the half, we'll see what the Bearcats can do. Ramazan.
Bridgeport's a really good defensive team, man.
And Mayer's pass. America dives for it. Physical play for the basketball. Sanders.
I don't know what to call there.
Yeah.
Foul, looks like.
Yeah, it was a foul on the play. On Dylan America. And Landon Sanders will head to the free throw line. Shot is no good.
See some students standing up here, man.
Yeah, it's getting exciting.
And Grafton really did play Bridgeport close last year, only lost by 8. So games haven't been a blown out when they played each other.
You know, and the Bearcats just lost a lot of seniors this year and a lot of varsity experience, and they have just struggled all year with that. 3 seconds to go. America inside, and the shot is no good going into the half. And the Bearcats 17 and the Bridgeport Indians 29. Halftime coverage coming up next. And welcome back in. It's halftime here inside of the Scotty Hamilton Gymnasium, and it's been a tight game for the Bearcats standards, and really just they've had the momentum in a few spots, but just into the half struggled maintaining that.
Yeah.
And Landon Sanders for Bridgeport's got 12 points on the night. Phoenix Sickles has 7. Jack Spatafor has 6. And for Grafton, the leading scorer is Grayson Ramazan. He's got 5. Caden Taylor coming off the bench. He's got 4. Jacob Moats has 2. And Jonathan Mayer has 5. And it's, I don't know, Flea, what do you think? What have you seen in this first half?
Grafton's bench production tonight has been very, very good. And, I mean, their defense has been playing really, really well, holding this Bridgeport team to only 29 points in this first half, so that's very impressive. And Grafton can for sure win this game. We saw some moments in the second half where they were only down 5 for a solid 4 minutes, so they can get hot.
Just have to maintain that composure and that level of consistency, and they just gotta want to win this game.
Yes,
Want to win
do.
this game.
Yes, they do.
All right, so I've got the announcements of who won the chili cook-off here. At first place, the People's Choice, the spicy Bearcat chili. Second place, the Red Hot Chili Preppers. And the third place, the Bussin' Beef Chili.
Huh. I don't know who made those.
And the judge's choice was the Bearcat Den. They're going to announce that here in just a moment. So it's been a good first half for the Bearcats. We'll see if they can maintain that here in the second half. 17-29, the Bridgeport Indians up just a little bit, and we will be right back here with the third quarter of play. And just a reminder that the Taylor County FFA chapter is hosting their annual ham, bacon, and egg sale this year on March the 21st outside of the Scotty Hamilton Gym inside of the Commons area. Buyer's reception starts at 6:30 and the sale begins at 7. Second half of play just about ready to go. The Bridgeport Indians up 29-17 over the Grafton Bearcats. And it's been a good first half for the Bearcats. They've stayed in the game as much as they could. And we'll see what the second half brings.
Yeah, we see a different starting lineup here for Grafton with Ramazan, Caden Taylor, and Jonathan Mayer starting in the second half.
Yeah, you love to see Caden Taylor out there. He's had a big impact in the first half. And a turnover there. Sanders in transition. And the foul is called on an offensive foul on Landon Sanders. And a turnover there. Oh, excuse me, that was Anderson McDougal. But nonetheless, an offensive foul.
Good play there in the open court for Jacob Moats to put his body on the line there and make a play. And Anderson McDougal, he came down hard, man, and it did take him a minute to get up, but luckily he did get up safe and sound.
Here's America. Ramazan inside. Tough take. Shot is good. Grayson Ramazan gets another bucket to go. He's got 7 on the night and bumps the lead just now to 10 points.
Some of the best offense I've seen Grafton play all year, man. And I'm being serious when I say that.
No, I agree with you, Flea, and they've really looked solid tonight. I don't know, something must have clicked. And Landon Sanders gets his shot to go. He's got 14 on the night.
He's a heck of a shooter.
Ramazan.
And focusing on the inside with Phoenix and Colin.
Oh, and physical play. Foul is called on the Bearcats. And Owen Nestor will check in for the Bearcats for Dillon America.
Like I said, if Grafton can keep this game within that 13 to 15 point range, they have a really good shot of coming out of here with a victory somehow.
Yeah, and like we said in the first half, the Bearcats have struggled coming out of halftime to play consistently. And we'll see what happens here. And that shot by Spatafor was no good. And here's Mayer the other way. Moats. Inside. Shot no good. And wide open down in the lane. Sanders almost dunked the basketball. And Landon Sanders gets another bucket to go. And a full court press here for the Indians. Ramazan forced to call a timeout. And the Indians jump ahead in the third quarter, 34-19. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back in. Cage, what did you see in that coming out of that timeout? All right, well, I guess you saw nothing. Sorry, Cage, I kind of put you on the spot there. That's my bad.
I'll tell you what I saw.
Okay.
Coming out of halftime, Bridgeport, they had a lot more intensity than Grafton did. And like we said, Grafton can get hot at any time, so we're just waiting to see this little momentum swing from Grafton.
I figure they have a stern talking to in the locker room about should be up a lot more points than this over the Bearcats. Mayer's shot no good. And here come the Indians the other way. Mayer trying to fight for it, and they'll get the basketball back. Jonathan Mayer, a physical player. Defense is his specialty.
I feel like for every player on this Grafton team, defense is their specialty.
Yeah.
Really struggle to find a main scorer this year, and they still really haven't found one.
And even a starting lineup as well. It's changed the majority of each game, and just haven't found those 5 guys that have stood out and said, hey, I'm going to be a starter on this team. And here's Moats. Mayer's going to be stripped for the ball. Moats back on it. Inside, kicks to Taylor. Taylor's shot is up and good. He has found the bottom of the net tonight. He's got 6 points for this Bearcat squad.
That was a crazy shot, man. It looked like barely got over the backboard and went in.
Yeah, put a little finesse on it. Inside, shot up and good for Carter Zuliani. He's got 6 on the night, and he's going to head to the line.
He's just so hard to stop, man. 6'6", and I mean, he played defensive end in football, so he has to be pretty physical to be a defensive end.
There's not really, I don't think, hardly any team in the state of West Virginia that has been able to stop Carter Zuliani in this Indian squad, except Nitro.
Nitro, yeah.
Nitro defeated him.
Only loss. Nitro's a really, really solid school, too.
Yeah, they've got some tall kids as well. So he sinks that one. And Dylan America, the senior, will check back in for the Bearcats. .435 left to go in the third quarter. Can the Bearcats make a run? Here's America. Good defense there from Spatafor.
Even being down 16 to this Bridgeport Indian team is not that bad at all, considered what they have to go up against.
Moats tries to take it inside.
Bridgeport stays really tight to the ball, man.
Yeah.
They don't give them any breathing room to drive in.
Here's Taylor. America. Such good perimeter defense here from the Indians, and finally a foul is called on on Gavin Williams of the Indians. He fouled Jacob Moats.
That was a really good defensive possession from Bridgeport, but it was just cut short from a foul. But really love to see those long offensive possessions, because that means a team on the other side of the ball is playing really good defense.
Here they come again. Ramazan. Good find to Moats. And ball thrown out of bounds, but it'll be off of the Indians, and it'll stay with the Bearcats. And you just saw Jacob Moats right there struggling to find any breathing room, getting bodied by some of those big guys underneath.
Yeah.
And a lob pass, cross court, and Williams saves it. And the Bearcats have numbers. Can Ramazan do anything with it? Tough shot. Ramazan, no good. Landed hard on the ground on that play. And shot no good there by Spatafor. And they're going to call a foul on Caden Taylor. That's his third. Spatafor will head to the line, the 6'2" senior. He's got 6 on the night.
Yeah, and Coach Marshall did tell us that Bridgeport has a lot of balanced scoring. So we have seen that tonight, but Landon Sanders has been leading the way tonight. So.
Yeah, 16 points for him.
So it's a really, really good outing for Landon Sanders.
And it's such a good thing as a coach when you can trust a lot of different guys to make buckets. And that really just takes a lot of pressure off of your starting 5 and your team. And I think that's why they've been so successful this year, Floyd.
Yeah, very, very true.
America feeds inside to Taylor. And shot no good. The Grafton bench wanted a foul. They didn't get one.
The refs are letting a lot of stuff go in this third quarter, man. They've tightened the game up a lot.
And some chance coming on from the Grafton bench, trying to get their team fired up. Sanders. Sickles trying to work inside. No good. Rebounded by Spatafor, and shot put back up. I mean, the amount of second chance opportunities that they've had tonight from offensive rebounds has been tumultuous.
Yeah, that was honestly really good defense for an undersized player like Grayson Ramazan to go up against Sickles, the 6'5" senior. He actually held his ground and did force a miss, but They just got unlucky on the offensive glass.
Jaden Stemple and Ethan Dotson will check in for the Bearcats. Dotson, another lob pass to Moats across court. And even on inbound plays, you've seen right there the past 2 times, the size has just limited Grafton in every possible way, but not right there as Jacob Moats gets the layup to go.
Yeah,
good take from him.
Going back to the inbounds, Grafton's almost had a third in the backcourt every single play, so Bridgeport has to be doing something right on these inbound plays.
Good shot there from Sanders. It doesn't fall, but another rebound. And he puts it back up, and it rattles in for Landon Sanders. He's got 18 on the night.
This Bridgeport team, any player can go off on any given night, and tonight it's Landon Sanders' night, excuse me.
And the Indians up by 20 over the Bearcats. And the Indians will get the ball. 1:30 left to go in the third quarter.
Like you said, halftime can be a killer in a basketball game, and right now it's not going Grafton's way.
Moats knocks the ball away. Here's Ramazan. Stemple tries to find Moats underneath, but it'll be thrown off Jack Spatafor. And Zuliani and Williams will check in for the Bearcats. For the Indians, and Mayer will check in for the Bearcats. And if you're Coach Johnson or Nowfleet, what are you telling your team?
I'm telling them for sure to just keep driving to the rim and force these fouls, because we saw in the first and second quarter, Grafton was getting their way at the rim a little bit and forcing these fouls, but since the refs are tightening up the game, it's going to be hard to do what you want down there.
Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Bearcats down by 20. Dotson thought about it. Moats jukes and jives inside, and a foul is called. The foul will be on Grayson Church. And Moats will head to the line. He's got 4 on the night. And he gets that one to go.
Grafton not out of this game one bit, man. They could still make one of their late surges like they always have.
Still have a full quarter to play.
And I'm honestly really impressed with this Grafton team, man. No one thought they'd only be down 18 in the third quarter. Only allowing Bridgeport to score 43 points. That's a really impressive stat line.
Yeah, and even if they do end up losing this game, if I'm Coach Johnson, I'm happy with how my team played tonight overall.
Yeah, because we did see Saturday that they really didn't have any fight in them against Frankfurt, and that's why that loss was so critical. But tonight, they have a little bit of fight in them, a lot of fight in them, actually, and only down 18 with 34 seconds to go. Let's see what can happen.
You're exactly right, Flea. Williams has it at the top of the key between the two circles. Time winding down in the third quarter. Trying to drain as much clock as he can.
And we've seen Grafton go to a zone this game. They usually run a little bit of man-to-man, but we haven't really seen it that much this game.
Maybe they'll start sticking with the zone. It's been working pretty well. And a foul called after the shot on Jaden Stemple. Oh, excuse me, that was on Carter Giuliani.
Yeah, and Jaden Stemple's one of those guys that can come off the bench and just give you a spark plug, because he can really get to the rim, and he's a strong physical guy down there.
So Stemple is going to head to the line. 5 team fouls for the Indians. And Stemple cannot capitalize. Anderson McDougal will check in for the Indians with 5 seconds left to go in the third. Stemple shot up, bounces off the rim, and it's no good. The other way, shot put up, by McDougal, and it's no good. That's the end of the third quarter. The Bridgeport Indians 43, the Grafton Bearcats 25. We'll be right back for the final quarter of play. And welcome back in the final quarter of play here at the Scotty Hamilton Gym. The Bridgeport Indians 43, the Grafton Bearcats 25. What have you seen, Flea?
I mean, I've seen a lot of intensity out of Bridgeport out of halftime, and Grafton just can't maintain their momentum. But when they do get momentum, man, they can be in any ball game they want.
And for the Indian side, Landon Sanders dropping 18 so far tonight, and Phoenix Sickles has 7. 2 impact players for this Indian squad, and they definitely made a difference in this game. And Mayer's going to try and hang on to it, but he'll step out, and it'll be the Indians basketball.
I mean, this Grafton team right now, a lot of hustle out of them. They're going for every loose ball. We've seen Dylan America go down a few times, Jonathan Mayer go down a few times. They don't want to lose this game.
And like you said, Flea, they don't have anything to lose either.
Very true. Scariest team to play against is a team that has nothing left to lose.
That's right. Inside, Sickles' shot is good. And they keep piling on the numbers against the Bearcats. America. Moach trying to direct some offense here.
Definitely have seen Coach Marshall's game plan come into play. Grafton hasn't taken a lot of outside shots at all tonight.
And it's worked. And a foul called on the Indians. Jaden Stemple will head back to the free throw line. Never mind. It's an inbound play.
I told you, man, he's a physical guy, and we just saw it right there.
And he's going to try a 3. Too much power on that one. But he hustles for the basketball. Can't hang on to it. And the shot put up there by McDougal. It was blocked by America, and the foul will be called. I don't know, Flea, but from over here that looked like he looked like he got all ball. I don't know about that one.
Like we always say, man, being a ref is it's a job about angles.
And the shot put up there by McDougal. Grayson Ramazan will check in for the Bearcats.
Grayson Ramazan's played really well off the bench tonight for Grafton with 7 points. Spark plug for him.
Yeah, he's giving a little life to this team. And McDougal gets that shot to go. Here's America. Ramazan, tough take inside, steps, and it rolls in off the rim. Grayson Ramazan gets his bucket to go. He's got 9 on the night. Bearcats down by 20. Shot put up, Williams, no good. Tough rebound there from Stemple. If the Bearcats are going to go on a run, they need to go right now.
Yes, they do. And they're capable of scoring 14 points in little spurts like that, so anything can happen, man.
Dotson. Ramazan tries a 3, shot up, no good off the front of the rim. Good rebound from Dotson. Finds Ramazan in the backdoor cut, but it's swatted away from McDougal. Great defensive play there from Anderson McDougal to get the ball out of harm's way. Good feed inside to Sickles. One-on-one with Stemple, and Stemple's going to win that battle. Ramazan drives inside, tough take, laid in off the glass. Grayson Ramazan has 11 on the night, and like you said, Flea, a spark plug for this Bearcats offense.
Yeah, he looks like he wants to win, man. He's not going out without a fight tonight.
And there's Anderson McDougal to answer right back for the Indians. Good move from America. Under 5 minutes left to go in the final quarter of play. And America's going to throw the ball away to McDougal. And oh my goodness, Anderson McDougal, a reverse. What do you call that, Flea? I don't even know what that was.
I don't know. It looked weird. It looked like he dislocated his wrist from here, man. The way he put that ball up in the rim.
I've never seen a layup like that. An impressive play there from Anderson McDougal. Stemple inside. No foul called, but he got the bucket to go. And Jaden Stemple, that's his first points of the night.
I mean, this game doesn't feel like Grafton's down 20, man.
It really doesn't.
It feels like it's a back and forth battle because Grafton still has a lot of energy, man.
Ball swatted away. Markley Taylor will check in for the Bearcats. And Jack Spatafor will check in for the Indians. Jacob Moats also checks in for the Bearcats. I mean, they've kept it within 20 here for a couple minutes, but haven't been able to get really anything past that.
No, they just can't get over the hump.
Spatafor drives inside. Good take there from Jack Spatafor, and he lays it in off the glass. He's got 12 on the night. Here's Ramazan. And Taylor can't hang on to it inside. And this Grafton team is getting battered inside all night from this physical Indian defense.
Caden Taylor has played really well off the bench tonight for Grafton with 6 points, but he's making his presence known on both sides of the floor.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that if I'm Coach Johnson, I'm going to look to really make an impact in future games. And he especially made an impact on tonight's game.
Very true.
Markley feeds out to Moats. Mason Markley tries to find Moats inside and taken away again there by McDougal. And he somehow hangs onto the basketball and puts it back up. Anderson McDougal having a heck of a fourth quarter. How many points does he have in the fourth quarter so far, Cage?
8.
8. And he's been dormant for the entire game so far, and he has showed up big here in this final quarter of play against the Bearcats. And another turnover there. And there he is, Anderson McDougal, just another, oh my, missed it, and the putback there by Carter Zuliani. And he can dunk, that's for sure. The 6'6" senior.
Going to West Virginia to play football, man. He's dunking like that.
The basket's still shaking over there. Ramazan, corner three, shot no good. Zuliani throws it up. And now they're just having their fun against the Bearcats. Zuliani, another putback dunk. And the timeout is called. 2:19 left to go in the fourth. The Indians 59, the Bearcats 31. And welcome back in the final quarter of play between the Bridgeport Indians and the Grafton Bearcats. And Carter Giuliani having his fun there, Flea.
Yeah, he is, man.
2 putback dunks back to back. And this game looking out of reach now for this Bearcat squad.
I got to give Grafton credit, though, man. They were in this game for a few quarters.
Mayer, another turnover there for the Bearcats. 15 turnovers there for the Bearcats this game. And just about 2 minutes left to go. And the pass off of the official. And it'll stay with the Indians. And I think he messed up the call there, Flea.
Yeah, because I was going to say it looked like that was going back court, but
I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't sure.
I wasn't sure either, but
that official came over and told him.
Glad he said something.
Yeah, I am too. And here's Moats. The Bearcats have been dormant here in the second half. Markley. Out to Ramazan. Drives inside. Ball stripped away. Another turnover. Ramazan just trying to fight for it.
Ramazan's been getting his way at the rim tonight for Grafton.
Corner 3 shot is good from Grayson Church coming off the bench. And Jacob Holcomb will check in for the Indians. Owen Nestor will check in for the Bearcats. And a win for the Bearcats looking out of reach.
Hey, they held their own there, though, for the first half, man.
They did. I was impressed with how they played, and in the first half at least, struggled coming out of halftime, but Bridgeport Indians a tough team to go up against. Only lost 1 game against Nitro this season. Ranked first in the Big Ten. Taylor gets Nestor. Inside, Nestor shot. Put back by Taylor, no good. Williams the other way. And the Indians are going to try to run out the clock as much as they can. So another loss for this Bearcat squad. Definitely the underdog coming into tonight. And that's going to be all she wrote from the Scotty Hamilton Gymnasium. The Bridgeport Indians come away with the win, 62-31 over the Grafton Bearcats. We'll have a little post-game coverage coming up next. Stay with us. All right, welcome back in from the Scotty Hamilton Gymnasium, and the Bridgeport Indians come out on top. And, you know, guys, what did you see in this game tonight?
I mean, I did see some fight out of Grafton in the first half, but like you said, halftime, they just struggled a little bit to find their rhythm again.
Yeah, and for the Indians, Landon Sanders dropping 18 tonight. Phoenix Sickles had 9 points. Jack Spatafor had 12. Carter Zuliani had 11. Anderson McDougal had 8. And for the Bearcats, Caden Taylor coming off the bench definitely made an impact in tonight's game. He had 6. Grayson Ramazan leading the way with 11 points. Jacob Motes had 6, and Jonathan Mayer had 5. Cage, you got anything you want to say about tonight's game?
Yeah, I mean, Grafton played the best they could. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do when you got 2 of your starters out. Plus, I mean, look at the height advantage in the team. It all just came down to coaching in this case, but still great effort out of Grafton, but they still just got to get that turnover cleaned up. I mean, they end up having 14 turnovers in the second half.
Yeah, and not much you can do against like bigs, like you said, underneath, and just struggle to get anything inside and on the perimeter. So with that Bearcat loss, they now move to 0-11. Bridgeport now moves to 12-1. Bridgeport takes on Elkins at home on the 6th, and the Bearcats will be right back here in action on Saturday. They take on Ripley at home. Coverage starts for us, I think, at around 1:30. The game is at 2 o'clock. So that's going to be all she wrote here from the Scotty Hamilton Gym. The Bridgeport Indians come out on top with a win over the Grafton Bearcats. We'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. God bless everybody. Have a great one.